Hello, my name is Daniel. We're here at the Fresno Memorial Auditorium, and we're going to see CMT's Annie Jr.
It's a hard knock life for us. Static treated, weak and tricked. Static kisses, weak and kicked. It's a hard knock life.
So we're here with Christine today. We're here for the Annie Jr. play, and tell me more about what's it like being on stage.
Being on stage is really fun. It's my first show here at CMT, and I'm really excited to show everybody the show because it looks really good so far, and all of our actors are very hard workers, and I think the show's going to be amazing.
And tell me more about the character you're playing.
Oh, I'm Pepper. I'm one of the toughest in the group. I'm very an aggressive character.
How about I make a pancake out of you? Oh my goodness, we're fighting and I want to get no sleep all night. Oh my goodness.
And my role is basically, in the beginning of the show, I get into a fight, and then nearing the end of the show, I'm kind of just chilling.
Right. So you'll have that progression, that character development from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
What's it like, that transition?
It's not a huge one. I'm still kind of grumpy, but I feel like after the number Never Fully Dressed, I'm kind of mellow. I'm chill, and it's kind of fun getting to play with character roles and energy. That's been one of the funnest parts of being in this production.
That's really cool. How is it interacting with everybody? Do you guys have good chemistry?
I think I have a lot of people that I enjoy hanging out with in this cast. It's been really fun getting to know the people around me and playing off with our characters and working with the story.
What sticks out to you the most about Annie Jr.?
What sticks out to me the most, I think, is the setting, the set in general, how professional it's been looking. And I think just the characters in general, they all have their own little stories that are very fun to get to play out.
And why should people see Annie Jr.?
They should see this show because it's very well produced and well made, and I think so far it looks really amazing and entertaining. So if somebody's looking to come just enjoy a good Christmas story, I'd say come watch Annie Jr.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Christine.
Good luck, Annie. So long, John Bell. Good luck. Got you.
All right, so we're here with Natalia today. She's one of the cast members for Annie Jr. And tell us more about your character, who you're playing as.
Well, I play Miss Hannigan. She runs the orphanage here that Annie is at. She's very mean, doesn't like little girls, but she's stuck there and she's just trying to deal with everyday life.
What's it like playing as that character?
It's really fun because she hates kids.
All right, breakfast.
Hot mush! Yeah!
No, not hot mush.
Cold mush!
And after breakfast, you'll all go down to your sewing machines. There's an order of dresses to finish, even if you have to work straight through to midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
And she doesn't like being stuck here, but it's really cool because I love being around kids. I really want to be a teacher, maybe a drama teacher. So it's really cool to embody someone that I really would never act like. I think we have a pretty good relationship. I haven't been able to perform at CMT for a while, and so I get to be back with my friends. I've gotten to meet a lot of amazing, talented kids, and it's been really cool to kind of be a mentor for them because I'm one of the older kids. So I've grown a pretty good relationship with them. So it's really cool to see how we've gone from October to December. It's really cool. People should come see Annie Jr. just because of the story. It's a classic, and going home from seeing this amazing show, I hope they take away joy because Annie's story can turn out so sad in the beginning, but throughout it, it's just really cool to see the switch, and it's a really inspiring and just amazing story.
I love you, Miss Hannigan. Get to work.
So we're here with Amelia today, and I have a few questions for you in terms of the play for Annie Jr. And I want to start with, what's it like playing your character?
It's really fun. Tessie's more of the worried type of person.
But it's 4 o'clock
always like scared if Miss Hannigan's gonna catch them doing whatever, and it's really fun to be Tessie. Yeah, it's super fun to work with them and learn more stuff about the acting experience.
What have you learned so far?
I've learned not to be worried on stage and only like acting, but I learned that it's like just be yourself and try to be yourself.
Okay, what's your favorite song to sing in the show?
My favorite song to sing is Never Fully Dressed, because when all the orphanage kids are getting like sad and they're like, oh, Annie's been on the radio, I wish I was on the radio, Tessie cheers them up by singing a song.
Hey, hopeful man, hey, dapper Dan, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed.
Yeah, it's really fun to do that.
Okay. And then for our final question, why should people come see Annie Jr.?
Like, the experience of seeing it is just so good. Like, seeing all the lighting they do and all the dancing, all like the characters in it, all the actors. It would be such a good experience.
You'll stay up so this dust shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
Perfect. So we're here with Jimena today. Tell me more about your character, who you're playing as and the kind of person like they are,
So Molly is one of the youngest orphans, and she's always like around, like Annie's her like emotional support like person.
Annie, read me your note again, please. Sure, Molly.
Here it comes again.
And she's kind of whiny. She gets really offended and like mad when like Miss Hannigan like yells at her. So sometimes she like tries to like beat her and like that, make sure like mock her kind of.
What's it been like playing as that character?
It's been super fun. It's actually my second, kind of first, being a main like a actual character. So it's super fun. I get to know all the behind the scenes things.
What's behind the scene things?
So once you see the show, you think, oh my gosh, it was probably hard, but like not that hard. And then once we're like practicing, we're like, oh my gosh, this is hard. Like, what are we gonna do? And then I remember I used to watch a lot of like shows, and I was like, how did they do that? And now I know, oh, look at like.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So like a lot of the things that you never thought about when they were creating these, sets, these films, like you get the behind the scenes look on how they actually do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot you're learning too. It's a good experience. Yes. What's it like being on stage?
It's so much fun. Like you feel like everyone's just like counting on you, and it's a little bit pressure because if you ruin it, then it's like done. But it's also really fun because, well, you get to do like a lot of things that not in real life you would actually do. You can play around with your character a lot and try to be like the best. Like for me, I try to be like the best Molly. And it's really fun doing Tech Week. I get my mic, which this is my first time getting a mic. And the costume is also really fun. And then like learning other people's lines, not at the end of the show, like you're always like, oh, I know that line. Then yeah, it's really a fun experience.
What's it been like, interacting with all the other cast members? How's the chemistry? Do you guys hang out a lot? Or
Yeah.
you guys have fun on stage?
Yeah, we have fun on stage. Sometimes too much fun.
Too much fun?
Yeah. We also like giving like advice and like make sure everyone feels like they're like, even if like they're ensemble, like we want them to make sure they count, and like we always like break a leg or things like that, and like we have methods and like things to like motivate people for the shows, and it's like really fun. Like everyone's super nice, and Randy is really patient with us. Sometimes we talk too much, so yeah.
What's your favorite song to sing in Annie Jr.?
Never fully dressed.
Never fully dressed, and why is that?
Because it's just super like you get to dance, and then it's just about like smiling and well, actually it's never fully dressed with that smile. And what's it called? So like when when we're dancing the song, like choreographing. I can't say it, sorry. What's it called? Like dancing and learning the dance of the song was so much fun. We get to like it's just like super energetic, and like we wear like hats and stuff like that, and yeah.
Sounds fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Why should people come see Annie Jr.?
I think people should see Annie Jr. because it's showing that like it doesn't matter like really how rich you are. It just matters if like someone's like by your side. If no matter how rich you are, you're always gonna be like bored and lonely if you don't have no one to share it with. And also to be grateful what you are, because there's some people out there that don't have parents or that don't have things that we have nowadays. And also it's super fun, so.
Super fun. That's a good message as well, and I like how you described, you know, when you guys motivate each other and keep each other's head high behind stage too, so that's a lot. Thank you, Jimena.
Well, they're asking me to. But don't worry, I won't let them get you or me.
We're here with Charlotte today, and she's one of the cast members for Annie Jr., and, you know, tell us about your character that you're playing.
So I'm Sandy, the dog, and I really like interacting with the Annies, and I've had a really good time being Sandy, and yeah.
Okay. Why is that? Why have you had a good time playing Sandy?
So for tomorrow, we get to interact with the Annies, and we get to do a lot of stuff that, like, a dog gets to do, so we kind of get to have a feel of what a dog is like.
Okay. Any particular favorite song you have from the play of Annie Jr.?
I really like, I'm not in this one, but I really like It's a Hard Knock Life because I like seeing all the orphans in their different costumes and stuff.
Well, I see you have the costume going, you know.
It's really fun because you get to do a lot of different character choices with being a dog. So, yeah.
So what are some of those character choices that you're describing?
We're kind of like a dancey dog, so we get to dance around, do cartwheels, bark.
Okay, yeah. All right. And then for the last question, why should people come see Annie Jr.?
People should come see Annie Jr. because it's full of fun and so many different characters and so many different personalities, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right, well, thank you, Charlotte, for your time. And,
thank you.
We wish to see you out there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie.
She was born on October 28th. We'll be back together soon.
We've left half of the silver locket around her neck and kept the other half.
So that when we come back for her, you'll know that she's our baby.
We're here with Mia today. She's one of the cast members for Annie Jr. And, you know, tell us about your character.
Well, I guess Annie is a very spunky girl when she can be, but at times she's very sweet and cheerful and almost acts as if she's like a mother to other kids. And in the end, she gets adopted by Warbucks after, like, finding out the news about her parents. So, in short, like, the character's a very hopeful character, but sometimes she can make you laugh with her lines.
Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie, Mr. Warwick, sir. I haven't got any last name, and I'm sorry I'm not a boy.
No, I couldn't be happier.
Annie being like the main protagonist of this, you know, play, what's that been like being, you know, at the forefront?
I mean, it's the first time I've actually been like the main protagonist of a musical. I bet everyone knows the song Tomorrow. It's a very special song to everyone. I think being the protagonist means that like the story is kind of centered on your character, but I believe that's not like the only major part of the story. There's like other things that make up out of it, like the other orphans like Molly, Tessie, and Kate, and Pepper, and Duffy, and July, and there's also like Warbucks and Grace and all the other servants. So I feel like a protagonist is just basically someone who's part of the entire play.
What's it like being on stage with all the cast members and everybody, as you described all the characters, right, that there is?
Being on stage is like a very good experience for me. It feels like as if I'm actually in the story, which is like a good thing because sometimes like on stage, like sometimes I feel very nervous and like wondering if I'll mess up. But in here, I think that I'm just enjoying the story. I'm playing a role in it.
Would you say you have any like connection to the character Annie, like you could relate to? You could put yourself in their shoes and like be able to, fully embody what Annie is.
I mean, like I have to picture her like being like very hopeful that like the sun will come out tomorrow and that like hope for better things. Like sometimes everyone has like bad days, but like when I think about the song Tomorrow, like as Annie sings it, she sings it about thinking about like what tomorrow can bring, like not focusing on what's bad today. So basically what I'm thinking about is trying to be hopeful.
Okay, that's a good message as well for tomorrow. Would you say that's your favorite song as well? Like, and if it is, why?
Tomorrow and Maybe.
Maybe.
Because I feel like Maybe actually has been like my favorite song out of the entire show. Because it's like a song of yearning, and it's just like the melodies are beautiful.
Why Maybe?
Because they're hoping that maybe their parents will come and get them someday. It's just like a really beautiful song.
All right.
It's just like a dreaming song.
Nice. Okay. For the last question that we have here, why should people come see Annie Jr.?
It's a very wonderful show, even though it's Annie Jr. and it's only 60 minutes. It puts in like the heart of the show and the show that it's a very beloved show. And like the Broadway version is also very well known. So Annie Jr. is like a wonderful show with a bunch of songs that many people heard of, like Hard Knock Life and Tomorrow. And the story itself is extremely interesting and it's perfect for a Christmas time story.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Mia.
Thank you.
Good luck out there, okay? So we're here with Piper today. She's one of the cast members for Annie Jr. And, tell us about your character.
So my character's kind of a crybaby-ish, but I think she's got a stubborn side. And in the first scene, all she wants to do is get to sleep. So it's kind of funny. You can play with it a bit. It's fun. We kind of all have the same costume, and it's fun to say like we're triplets or whatever. So it's just fun to have someone who's so similar to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you guys say, you as triplets, you guys have good chemistry as well?
Yeah. We were all in Seussical Junior in the summer, so I think it's kind of fun. So.
Would you guys say you guys compete in a way for who gets to play the character better, or you guys just there's none of that going on?
We all play it in a different way, so it's not really a competition. It's just on who can play their own character better.
Right, that's what it should be about. I agree. Okay. What's your favorite song?
You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile, because it's just funny and it's like the orphan's big fancy moment. Mm-hmm. We get to play with hats and fabric and it's really fun.
Okay. What's it like being on stage with the whole crew though?
Scary because it feels like you're gonna get run over.
Why is that?
Because there's ginormous set pieces and props that could probably hit you.
Is this your first time working with these kind of the sets?
No, we had a bridge to walk on in Seussical, so it's scarier than this because I'm not really on the big set pieces, but it's still a little scary.
Why should people come see Annie Jr.?
They should come see Annie because it's kind of a celebration of many people are different, and you should just take life as it is because Annie got a big ginormous life with $4, and eventually the orphans got to go in a big orphanage where they don't have to eat mush. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of like a happy Christmas show.